always hollow rocks and down. Everything is always too hard, fighting from dusk to dawn.
It's the end of June in Canada, and you stumble upon a wild, vibrant celebration that makes you wonder if you've accidentally walked into a giant, outdoor version of the UN. Welcome to Canadian Multiculturalism Day. This festival is like the ultimate potluck where everyone brings their culture's coolest flavors, traditions, and dance moves. First up, we have our star, a folkloric Indian woman whose grace, dance, and storytelling could mesmerize even a grumpy cat. Not only is she the heartbeat of her community's traditions, but she's also one of the main organizers of this festival.
This is our backstage, one of our backstage green room areas. So typically they will use this area to relax a little bit as well before the performance. We have a fridge there, kind of like a mini kitchenette for tea, coffee. Yeah, and this is generally where they'll be. Usually we take them up about 15 minutes before their performance, and that way they can set up backstage. We have another set of changing tents. We have in our festival today, we have both music groups and dance groups. So our musicians will typically play a 20-minute set throughout, whereas dancers will sometimes do dress changes, especially if they're in a large troupe. So they will sometimes use the backstage changing tents for changing between their costumes for the different parts of their dance. So yeah, this is a little snapshot of the backstage life. My name is Paromita Kar. I am originally a classical Indian dancer. I am a full-time dance performer here in Toronto. And I also work at the Community Folk Art Council of Toronto. This is my job that I got during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, I was a full-time working artist. I'm still, for the most part, a full-time working artist. And then this job I've had, I love it because it's not only then is it about me being an artist, but it's also about facilitating work for other creative individuals, for artists, for DJs. Today we host at Yonge and Dundas Square this festival called the Canadian Multiculturalism Day Festival. It's June 27th, which is the Canadian Multiculturalism Day, and we host this festival every year. So yeah, so happy to have you guys.
And then, meet our audio engineer, the man behind the magic who ensures that every beat, note, and cheer reaches your ears in perfect harmony. This guy is like a wizard with a soundboard, making sure our festival sounds as good as it looks. He's probably the only person who can make a sound check seem like a rock concert.
As an audio engineer, our primary job is, at least in this context, to sound reinforcement. So taking a sound that you wouldn't otherwise be able to hear far away and making it so that you can hear it far away. So in order to do that, we capture the sound with the microphone that converts air to an electrical signal. That electrical signal goes to our soundboard and then out to the amplifiers where it's turned up enough that it pushes a lot of air through our speaker cabinets.
The highlight? A huge stage where performers from every imaginable background showcase their talents. One minute, there's a Scottish bagpiper. The next, there's a First Nations drum circle, and then a salsa dance-off that makes you want to join in, despite your two left feet. By the end of the day, your belly is full, your feet are sore from dancing, and your head is spinning from the whirlwind tour of the world you've just experienced without even leaving Canada. You can't help but think, only in Canada, eh?